Hello everyone, here we go. We are currently in the Buccanham region, which is actually the dwarf's cave, because I am trying to figure out exactly where the fuck I'm supposed to go. So we found out that the dwarves have light in the cave, despite not, having a land above ground. So maybe the people of Buckingham will know what the fuck is going on. You're looking for the proprietor of the inn? Yes, that's me. What's that? You want to stay the night? Well, I'd be glad of your custom, of course, but I really couldn't recommend staying here in Buckingham if you can help it. You really got your heart on spending the evening here. Would you mind getting permission from the king first? I just want to be sure I'm doing the right thing. Alright. I can do that. I think we found our breadcrumb, though. Really? Door's locked again? That's weird as shit. Really? They nerfed the Aether Oil, the easy step? What? You wish to stay the night at the inn? Do you not realize that this entire region is cursed? Stay here too long and you may fall victim to the curse yourself. Wait! Less of you doom-mongering men. These travelers must have come across the darkened ocean in order to make it here. Doing so would require abilities far beyond those of mere mortals. We would be most welcoming of such visitors in our hour of need, not driving them away, you imbecile! But your majesty, we are expecting a full moon this evening. You know what that means. If word of our kingdom's plight were to get into the wider world, what might people think? You concern yourself with our precious reputation at a time like this? Absurd! It's a little too late for that, my dear warwart. These visitors are a blessing and should be treated accordingly. Friends, I would very much like to hear all about you and your reasons for visiting our accursed kingdom, but it is already late. Rest your weary bones at the inn as you desire. We shall talk more on the morrow. So Square Enix announced its new game. It was not Dragon Quest X like I had hoped. Instead, they are now doing a Marvel's Avengers game. You again? I meant it, you know. It's not a good idea for you to stay here. I'd leave right now if I were you. What, you're dead set on staying? And you've even got permission from the king? Goodness me, your traveling types really are strange. But not as strange as the king. Whatever is he thinking giving you permission to stay tonight of all nights? Still, it's not as though I'd gotten any say in the matter now. You'll find your beds upstairs. Oh, a word of advice. Do not leave the inn after dark. It is far too dangerous out there. Hate to break it to you, lady. It is always dark. Cesar is jolted awake by a blood-curdling scream. Shh, be quiet. We don't want the monsters to know we're here. Oh, did you hear that scream just now? It was so loud it woke me up. What a blood-curdling sound. I'm definitely not going outside till morning. It sounds terrifying out there. Oh dear. I feel sorry for the poor couple who run the armor shop. The baby's only just been born, and now this is happening. I couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd open the bar and have a little drink to take my mind off things. But then I heard that scream, and I haven't been able to think of anything else since. I can't believe he can sleep at a time like this. He doesn't seem to be sleeping very peacefully, though. The scream just been happening, so I'm not surprised you can't think of anything else. That's... My baby! My dear baby! You know who I am, don't you, darling? It's me, your mother! No, he doesn't give a shit. Alma, are you alright? Please, dear, you have to listen to me. I'm sorry, but the child doesn't know who we are. I know. Of course I know, but it's our baby. Our little one. I can't just give up. Ugh. This guy's a weakling. Yeah, he got fucked up. The other guy's just standing there like, well, this is an everyday occurrence. Move along, sir. Why? Why? Why did this have to happen to us? I'm sorry you had to see that. I know experienced travelers like you probably aren't frightened by the sight of monsters. But that was no ordinary monster. That was Alma's newborn baby. Maybe it's best if you just forget you saw anything. Just standing by and watching while something like that happens. It's shameful, especially for a soldier like me. If something isn't done about this soon, no one in Buccanham is going to want to have children. You have to be strong, Alma. We still have a child who needs us. Why? Why? Exactly. Oh, you are happy now that you have witnessed the tragedy afflicting us with your own eyes? It has been 5 years now since our kingdom was plunged into darkness. Every child born since then has been subject to this horrific curse. Always the same tragic pattern. On the night of the child's first full moon, it transforms into a terrifying monster. When the transformation is complete, the wretched creature becomes unable to recognize its parents and scuttles away into the darkness. You believe me, of course. What does it matter? The darkness suffocates our kingdom. Anytime this happens, its hold on our heart grows a little tighter. We are doomed. Cesar looks at Ines as she sleeps. Her beautiful face is racked in consternation. Lady Ines is a very important person indeed. Captain Sharka requested that the king personally ensure her safety. She is feeling unwell at the moment, however, and is resting in bed. I would be grateful if you would refrain from making any noise. Pirate's hat. Sometimes I stand here, the jet black ocean stretching out before me, and I think back to happier times. I was once Buckingham's official minstrel, lived here in the palace and accompanied His Majesty on all important state visits. My fondest memories are of the trip we took aboard the Sea Dragon. I can remember it as though it was yesterday, the sharp scent of the brine, the sound of waves lapping against the hull. That looks familiar. This looks like a fucking town. Captain Sharka, eh? Captain Sharka. What's the matter with you, Tal? I did not order to make you ready to weigh anchor. You did, Captain. But we've a visitor on board, same high and mighty old dog as last time. Says he's heard tell from a certain point someone that the Sea Dragon be making port. Captain? Are you listening, Captain? I hear you. I was wondering when he'd show his face. It is not the worst of timing, I suppose. I've been thinking of late that it might be the time we set our sights on a bigger prize. Said it so, Captain. Have you grown tired at last of sailing the high seas with your crew of scurvy dogs at your back, sowing mischief and mayhem wherever you may roam? Not that we question or know any orders you care to give, of course. We're loyal to a man, Captain. No hint of mutiny here. I'm glad to hear it, you sniveling boot-looking cur, you. Now, I'd better greet this visitor of ours, hadn't I? Continue making ready to sail, Tyre. This shan't take but a moment. Welcome aboard, landlubber. 'Tain't often we see one of your well-to-do buccanham types down here out by the harbor side. But that old king of yours always did like to play an unexpected hand. He's a wily one. Now state your business. I'll wager we'll not have to send his most trusted advisor with news of a turnip harvest. You know very well what this is about, Shakai. I would not have come for any other reason. Now, are we returning to the king with the good news he so desires, or will you be disappointing him yet again? Well, you know, we've not been short of officers for those looking to win the favor and protection of the sea dragon over the years. And only your king here that has come to tempted me to run another of his man's colors up me mast. I don't suppose you've a notion why that might be. How could a lowly royal minister such as I hope to understand the workings of the mind of the great shark eye? I would not dream to presume. Quite right, too! I wasn't planning on telling you anyway! Captain Shark Eye! She's rigged and ready to set sail! Will we plot a course for the Rucker Empire as per your orders? Nah, the Ruckers can wait. We sail northwestward for Buccanham. Aye, Captain. How exactly's got you staring off into space, Your Honor? Yeah, me myself and Buccanham. Now step into my cabin and let's toast an alliance well made. Captain Shark Eye, aye. Thank you. The king will be most pleased. Change your course, lads. Helmsman, northwestward, if you please. Weigh anchor, heave ho, me hearties. That is a beautiful song. Very soothing. The Lydian is. Did my playing wake you? Please forgive me. No, in truth, I could not sleep. This music, however, it puts my mind at ease. I feel that it might help me finally to rest. It is an honor to hear you say so, my lady. And of course, you'll be needing your rest. We arrive in Buccanham in about a few days, and I have no doubt that a grand welcome awaits us. Thank you for your concern, but you need not have worry. As the wife of Captain Shark Eye, I have endured more than my share of merrymaking. Pardon my impertinence, Lydianus, but I wonder if I might ask you something. I have heard that you were born a princess, yet you lived the life of a pirate, always at the mercy of the wind and the wave. What caused you to make such a decision? What made you throw a life of luxury to follow Captain Shark Eye to sea? Ines, girl! There you are! What are you doing out on deck at this time of night? Forgive me, my love. I did not mean to worry you. I will be with you shortly. You'll be the death of me, lass. Running off in the night wherever it takes your fancy. Come on inside, you inveterate roamer, ye. Veterate. I followed my husband to the sea for the same reason he agreed to join forces with your king. I sensed in him a higher purpose. He wishes to slay the creatures that plague the seas, and to make the oceans a safer place. King Buccanham, in turn, wishes to free this whole region of peril. It is a worthy cause, and one well worth fighting for. I will follow my beloved Shark Eye wherever the quest to rid the world of danger may take us. Can it be 2 years already since Captain Sharkeye agreed to lead the royal fleet? The results have been spectacular, just as your majesty predicted. Alas, no matter how many monsters the crew of the Sea Dragon defeat, they seem to come back in even greater numbers. Ah, yes, I rather fear our successes have drawn unwanted attention from the forces of evil. I suppose it's only natural, given with the zeal which Sharkeye has been eradicating monsters all over the ocean. And the rumors are believed he is planning to take things one step further. The reckless devil intends to deliberately draw the master of all monsters off to a distant corner of the ocean, where he will engage him in a battle to finish this once and for all. But your majesty, that is unspeakably dangerous. Captain Sharkeye may be a mighty pirate, but he cannot hope to go toe-to-toe with the Demon King. Especially not now. Why, it was only last night that Lady Ines announced that she was with child. I share your concerns, believe me. Alas, he's not a man whose mind can be changed. We could try to stop him, but you know full well that he would go regardless. He'll fulfill his promise to save the world, or perish in the attempt. Yaha, you know me better than my own dear mother, your majesty. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Greetings, Sharkeye. And how fares the beautiful Ines? I thank you for asking, sire. She had a rough old night last night, but nothing but a hearty breakfast couldn't vex. I see no reason why we can't set sail as planned. Sharkeye, I hope I can consider myself your friend. As such, I'm begging you, please don't go to sea tomorrow. The Demon King is not to be trifled with, and if something were to happen to you, then... Your Majesty, please. You understand the situation as well as I do. If naught is done, it is only a matter of time before your kingdom gets gobbled up by the darkness. There's no altering my course now. 'Tis set, and that's the end of it. Besides, there's no enemy I've not bested yet. Where there's a will, there's a way. Fear not, sire. I have every intention of sailing back from this voyage with me full hull intact. It seems we cannot change your mind. As a friend, it pains me. As a king, it gives me hope. Thank you. Ah, you civil-tongued devil. I can see why they made you captain of this fair realm. Now listen. We're having ourselves a little shindig on the Sea Dragon this evening to celebrate Ines' news. Be there, or I'll keel-haul the lot of you. Avast, you lazy bilge-rats. Another barrel of grog, and be quick about it. I must say, I'm glad you convinced my finest minstrel to play. If only my dear wife were alive, we would have all danced into the small hours and forgotten our worldly concerns. Now listen, Sharkeye, I will give you my blessing to set sail tomorrow, but only on one condition. Ines must remain here in Buccanham. Promise me that, or I shall scupper the Sea Dragon, you stubborn old dog. It's only now, after many years of marriage, that my beloved has finally found herself with child. And of course, fate being what it is, it happens now on the eve of my final battle. I do believe the Almighty may be steering your hand, old friend. And who am I to deny the will of the great captain of the sea? I'll do as you ask. Take care of it, you hear? And of me, little one. That's a good macro. Kiss of the kitty. Ines, what are you doing up there, girl? Party's over. The cursed rain has seen to that. Which means you'd best be on your way. There's someone waiting to take you to the castle. Sharkeye. Dear Sharkeye. This is not the end of our adventures together, my love. Once the child is born, you and I will take to the waves once again. Aha! Of course we will, me lassie. Our little one will be raised right here on the decks of the Sea Dragon. After all, 'twas the ocean that brought us together, and 'tis the ocean that'll bring me right back to you, my love. And before you know it... That was a long story. Until this kingdom of ours is released from the darkness which engulfs it, until peace is restored, I shall make do with my memories. Buccanham hardly ever talks about the suffering he's endured. People seem to forget that he lost his wife when the monsters attacked the city all those years ago. He was clearly desperate for his old friend not to go through with the same heartache. That's why he made Captain Sharkeye leave Lady Annis here in his care while he headed off to his final showdown. The king appears to be having a nightmare. That's unfortunate. There's something about the sea about you. Something I've not sensed in a long time. Perhaps that is why I was able to recall the past so vividly in your presence. Lady Annis is a very important person indeed. Captain Sharkeye requested that the king himself personally ensure her safety. She's feeling unwell at the moment, however, and is resting in bed. I would be grateful if you would refrain from making any noise. It's been 5 years now. So it doesn't matter if you say yes or no to that guy. The lighthouse here in Buckingham Palace is lit using the guiding light, which we take from the mighty beacon on the cape to the north. Of course, now that the beacon has been plunged into impenetrable darkness, there's no question of anyone going there to fetch it. After all, it's not just the darkness that's the problem. They say it's crawling with monsters as well. Probably is. These people are still hanging out here. Where in the name of the Almighty have you been? You had me worried sick. I thought you would never come back. I was worried you'd been eaten by a monster or something. Now come on, it's nearly dawn. You need to get some rest. Aw, thank. Listen, I'm sorry to wake you so early, but King Buckingham sent for you. Would you mind paying him a visit in the palace? I'll go ahead and let him know you're on your way. Don't keep him waiting too long, will you? A hearty salute to you too, sir. Please, don't you chat. I tried to drink me way through the fear last night and I'm paying the price this morning. Ugh. Naturally, I want to push the bookcase. I want this fucking shard. Yeah, we did it! I just need one more of those ones, I think, and I can unlock that dungeon. This isn't doing any particularly interesting books. What's the point of having a husband if he won't look after you at times like these? The great Lummox spent all night at the pub. He didn't even come home to see if we were alright. And he never seems pleased to see me. The last time I saw his smile was when he stashed some old piece of rubbish he'd found on the floor around the back like it was some priceless treasure. I can't help but feel disappointed in my son. Everyone should be trying to help each other out at a time like this, and he's just trying to forget he's even here. That is pretty rude. That the king has summoned you to the palace. I thought I had seen something a little special about you. Wait, are you here to save us? Oh please, you've got to get us out of this mess. Man, that's a big assumption. The armor seller didn't feel like coming to work today. Can't really blame him after what happened last night, poor fellow. Welcome to the weapon shop. What can I do for you? Rippled rapier. Hey, I have one of those. Dream blade, lunar fan, no, spike steel whip. Ferocious fangs. Ooh, rough. Those are better for you. Or Dragon's Bane. No, we're gonna have Ruff hang on to those for boss fights. Visitors, aren't you? I'm sorry you had to witness what happened last night. I just can't tell you how awful this feels. Our only consolation is that we still have another child. If it weren't for him, we'd I just don't understand. Why do monsters have to do such terrible things? Well, what could we possibly have done to deserve this? They're monsters. They don't care if you deserve it or not. They're doing it. Daddy says I knew baby's gone to stay with some relatives far away. It's such a shame. I was really looking forward to having playing together. I just know we would have been best friends. Probably not. I don't think you want to be best friends with your siblings in the Dragon Quest world. I mean, look how Mina and Maya are. They're always fighting. That's something. Usually Maya gambling. Our honored guests, thank you for coming, and my apologies for summoning you quite so early. I've been reliably informed that you witnessed all that occurred last night, in which case, you know full well the scale of the tragedy my kingdom is facing. However, all is not yet lost. One of my most trustworthy scholars believes he may have found a way out of this desperate situation. Minister, summon the scholar. Certainly, Majesty. One moment, if you please. So, the only scholar. According to this man's investigations, the mighty lighthouse known as the Beacon may hold the key to our salvation. You see, all the children who turned off to monsters were observed scuttling off towards it. Until now, it has been impossible to enter the lighthouse and investigate further due to the all-obscuring darkness that fills it, a darkness caused by a great black flame. However, our learned friend here thinks there may be a way to penetrate the blackness and go after our beloved babes in arms. Would you be so kind as to explain your method? Yes, ahem, of course. As you may be aware, a tribe of dwarves dwells near here in the kingdom of Buccanham. They live in a cave far to the east of the castle. The cave receives almost no sunlight, so instead the dwarves illuminate their homes with a substance known as glow moss, which glows there in abundance. My idea is to cover the feet of a child who has been transformed into a monster with glow moss. Doing so should enable us to follow them through the darkness. If my theory is correct, once the moss has been applied, it should be a simple matter of following the glowing footsteps into the beacon, and wherever that may lead. If we do not wish any more of our little ones to suffer, we must act quickly. Once a child has become a beast, they tend to forget to return to Buckingham for only the first few nights. After that, at this point, they presumably lose all sense of humanity, and we never see them again. We must acquire some glow moss and apply it to the monster's feet before that can happen. My apologies, I'm sure it's rather a lot to take in. Would you like me to run you through it all again? And I believe my work here is done, Your Majesty. So to summarize our friend's rather long-winded explanation, we need some glow moss. In less complicated times, this would have been a simple matter of sending in an official request from myself to the leader of the dwarves, otherwise known as the foreman. Alas, these are anything but simple times. The current foreman is no great admirer of mine, and I fear an appeal from myself or any of my subjects will fall on deaf ears. Which is where you come in. You seem trustworthy and capable, and most importantly of all, you are strangers to this land. Would you be so good as to go to the den of dwarves and fetch some glow moss? It's for the sake of all Buckingham, you understand. Besides, I have an inkling this may be why the Almighty guided you here. Cross the mountains north of here and you should make your way south, briefly south. You should happen upon their cave. I wish you the very best of luck. Buckingham is counting on you. Well, good thing I had already been there. You have something about the sea about you. It was no bad thing. My memories are all I have these days. The fuck? I think I just fucking disappeared. We wrecked it. Alright. let us vote past these harmers. I guess the harmers don't run away from me. I remember fighting harmers in the original Dragon Quest VII. And now that we're back here, it's a good stop point for this video.